Golf can sometimes get so embarrassing that you actually feel bad for the player. Moments where everything goes wrong, the cameras won't look away, and it becomes hard to watch. And the worst part? Some of these moments stick forever. No matter how great these players are, whenever you see their names again, you remember this moment first. In this video, we're going to look at some of those unforgettable, uncomfortable golf moments. First, we have Jordan Spieth and the shot that nearly hit the crowd. Early in the tournament, Jordan Spieth found himself in thick rough near a slope with fans standing just ahead. It was one of those situations where playing safe would have been the smart move. Instead, Spieth tried to force a shot forward and lift it over the crowd. The ball came out low and fast, straight toward spectators. People literally had to duck as it flew past. One fan even captured the moment on video, showing just how close it came to being dangerous. Somehow, after all that chaos, Spieth still saved par and walked away like nothing happened. But that image, a ball screaming toward fans, is hard to forget. Next we have Adam Hadwin, and this one might be the most awkward golf moment of the year. It happens at the Valspar Championship late in the round, when Hadwin is already having one of those days. On this hole, he hits another frustrating shot that leaves him well out of position. Like a lot of golfers do, Hadwin lets that frustration out the old-fashioned way. He brings his club down hard into the turf. Just a quick slam. Nothing dramatic, except he doesn't hit dirt. He hits a sprinkler head, and instantly the ground explodes. Water shoots straight up into the air like a busted fire hydrant, spraying in every direction. Hadwin jumps back as the pressure sends water blasting across the fairway, soaking the grass, the ropes, and even drifting toward nearby spectators. First, Hadwin looks confused, then embarrassed, then desperate. He tries to stop it. He steps on the sprinkler. Nothing happens. The water keeps blasting. He bends down and presses on it with his hands like that's somehow going to fix a high-pressure irrigation system. Next, we have Scott McCarron, and this one is the kind of moment that makes golfers shake their heads and mutter, "That's brutal." McCarron is lining up his next shot, just trying to get on with the hole, when he accidentally drops his club. As the club hits the ground, it clips the ball ever so slightly. The ball moves, not much, barely noticeable, but it moves. And in golf, that's all it takes. An official is called in, the situation is reviewed, and despite the fact that it was clearly unintentional, the ruling is unavoidable. Under the rules, if you cause your ball to move, even by accident, it's a penalty. 1 stroke. You can see the frustration immediately.
Yeah, it was on play. You saw the official walk away. Club hit the ball, moved it. 1 shot penalty.
That is pure frustration right there, Lanny. Just not his best of days, and he's let some shots go get from him.
Okay, this next one will really make you stop and think for a second. You're honestly not sure if he meant to do this, or if it was just that bad.
Oh my God.
Sit! Sit!
Oh my God.
Sit!
I did the thing. I bladed it.
If you think that was bad, wait until you see this. Next up, Trent Ryan on the PGA Tour. And this one is unbelievable. He takes a full swing and doesn't even touch the ball. Instead, he absolutely carves a hole in the ground. Next, we have William Mao and one of the worst holes imaginable. This hole actually started as well as it possibly could for William Mao. He was playing a par 5 and hit a long, clean drive right down the middle of the fairway. From that position, most players are thinking birdie, or at least a simple par. He had a clear look and decided to go for the green in 2. That decision changed everything. His second shot drifted left and dropped into one of the deepest bunkers on the course, a massive pit with steep faces that players are taught to avoid at all costs. Once the ball settled in the sand, the hole completely flipped. His first bunker shot came out too strong and flew over the green into the rough. Trying to recover, he chipped the ball back toward the green, but it didn't stop. It rolled across the putting surface and fell straight back into the same bunker. From there, the situation repeated itself. Another bunker shot, another miss. Each time he escaped the sand, the ball either carried too far or failed to hold the green and rolled back down. The harder he tried to fix the mistake, the worse it became. At that point, it wasn't about skill anymore. It was about damage control, and even that wasn't working. The cameras stayed locked on as he moved back and forth between the bunker and the rough, visibly stuck with no clean option. Eventually, he played a sideways shot just to get out of trouble, chipped onto the green, and finally finished the hole. When the score was added up, he had taken 13 shots on a single par 5. One aggressive choice turned a strong position into a complete breakdown, and there was nothing he could do except finish the hole while everyone watched. Then we have Tiger Woods and a simple mistake that turned into a huge one. Even for someone like Tiger Woods, moments like this can still happen. This took place during an indoor match where everything is controlled. No wind, no uneven lies, no excuses. Tiger walked up to his ball and did what he has done thousands of times in his career. He asked his caddy for the distance to the hole. The answer he heard was 99 yards. What Tiger didn't realize was that the actual distance was 199 yards. In golf, caddies sometimes shorten numbers when the situation seems obvious, but in this case, that shortcut created confusion. Trusting the number he thought he heard, Tiger pulled out a wedge. He made a smooth, relaxed swing and struck the ball cleanly. Nothing about the shot itself was wrong. The problem became clear as soon as the ball landed. It came down nearly 100 yards short of the target. Tiger immediately froze and looked up, clearly confused. He turned back toward his caddy and questioned the yardage. His teammates, standing nearby and fully aware of the actual distance, couldn't believe what had just happened and started laughing. For a player whose entire career has been built on precision and distance control, the mistake was purely a communication error. But because it happened on live television, it quickly became one of those moments that fans replay and remember. Next, we have Max Homa getting sabotaged by a literal cocktail holder at Quail Hollow. He hits a drive that leaks into the trees, nothing crazy for a major. But when he walks up, the ball is sitting in this weird, perfectly round little crater in the pine straw. At first, it looks like some freak bounce, until it clicks. A fan had carved out a small nest in the straw to keep their drink from tipping over on the slope. So Homa's ball basically lands in a DIY cup holder, and now he's stuck with a lie that feels half unfair and half hilarious. No clean swing, no normal contact, just damage control. He scrambles, saves what he can, and walks off shaking his head, because imagine losing strokes in a major to someone's cocktail setup. Next, we have Shane Lowry getting set off by the most annoying kind of interruption, the random person inserting themselves moment. His ball ends up plugged in the fairway in a way that's already frustrating, because it's in an old mark that may not even be his. He calls for help, wants a ruling, tries to keep calm. But right in the middle of the situation, a reporter nearby blurts out commentary like they're part of the ruling team, and you can literally see Lowry's patience snap. It's not just about the lie anymore, it's about someone stepping into the moment when they shouldn't. After that, everything goes sideways. His next shot isn't clean, he's visibly furious, and the whole thing turns into a public meltdown that follows him the rest of the day. Next, we have the most painful disqualification imaginable, the lost scorecard. A normal guy, not a full-time pro, a UPS driver, plays his heart out in US Open qualifying and actually posts a score that keeps him in the hunt. So he goes to lunch, grabs something quick, tries to calm his nerves, and then he checks his pocket and realizes the scorecard is still there, unsigned, unsubmitted. And the worst part is the timing. Enough time has passed that there's no saving it. The rules are strict, you miss that window, you're done. So his golf was good enough, but his tournament ends because of paperwork and a lunch break. That's not just a mistake, that's a gut punch. Which moment do you think was the most unfortunate one? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.